Now in today's video, man, we do have another Ratings Reload player pick. So up first on the list of player reviews, we're going to go ahead and take a look at none other than Calafiori. Calafiori is an 85 rated card. He has the lengthy acceleration type, left footed with 3-star skill moves and 4-star weak foot. Now in order to complete the SBC, boys, there are two different requirements. It's an 85 and then also an 84 rated team. So it's going to cost you like 50,000 coins to complete, which is honestly a pretty decent price. You can choose between Calafiori and then also Dean Huijsen, and I feel like it's going to be a pretty close choice. Now, we do see a bit of versatility with the card as he can play both the left back and center back positions, and looking at his in-game stats in a bit more detail, boys, I mean, he is pretty well-rounded for a defender. The lowest stat that he does have is 73 for his shooting. The technical side to his game is pretty balanced, but the physical side is obviously going to be the standout area. He does have 80 pace, 85 defending, and then also 86 physical. With the way that the card is set up, if you do want to get the most out of Calafiori, probably run him at the left back position, but I feel like as a center back, he's going to be a really good option as well. 85 reactions and 82 composure, very important for defenders. He does also have some really nice defensive stats. So with the way that the card is set up, boys, I feel like the anchor chemistry style would actually be a pretty decent option. With the anchor chemistry style, boys, he is going to have 83 pace and then also 89 for both his defending and physicality. So I do expect him to do everything pretty well from a defensive point of view. Now, in terms of playstyles, I feel like this is where things get a little bit more interesting. He does have 4 different playstyles: power shot, long ball pass, aerial fortress, and bruiser. I mean, his playstyles kind of suggest like he's a little bit more of a midfielder, man. I mean, the long ball pass is okay for a fullback. Aerial fortress, not too bad either. Power shot is not going to be effective, and then you do also have bruiser, which did get the buff. It would have been really nice if he had maybe like a few extra defensive playstyles and then maybe like the quick step or relentless, just to add a little bit more to his defensive game. So it's going to be really interesting to see how that affects his game overall. So with the way that the card is set up and the player roles that he does have one player role plus as an inverted wingback, which, I mean, not too many people use that player role, but he does also have 3 player role pluses as a ball playing defender, fullback, and false back, man. So with the way that the card is set up, I would personally run him as a fullback. Now, as you guys know, in order to complete the SBC, there are 2 different requirements, and it is going to cost you like 50,000 coins to complete. So it's going to be really interesting to compare the 2 players and see whether or not Calafiori is the better option. As always, boys, if you guys do enjoy these FC26 player reviews and you want to see more videos like this on the channel, definitely let me know by leaving a like. Turn on that notification bell so you guys never miss an upload, and then also consider subscribing to the channel if you are new. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump straight into it. Alright, boys, we are jumping into game number 1 using the new Ratings Reload Calafiori, and in game number 1, man, we're actually going to run him at the left back position in the 4-3-2-1. We're going to be using him as that fullback, but we're also going to try to get him a little bit further forward because the technical side to this game honestly isn't too bad. So we're going to kind of like pick and choose when to attack with him. Now, we did give him the anchor chem style for a little bit more of an upgrade to his pace and then overall defensive stats. So hopefully, man, hopefully defensively he is really good with his reactions and composure. But yeah, man, let's even get off to a good start in game number 1. I'm going to signal him to make that run. Calafiori, man, has decent attacking positioning. Do we have the pace though? It's honestly not too bad, boys. Off of the post as well, that's a decent attempt. I feel like that's a really good example if you were to play him as like an inverted wingback, if you do play with that player role, like what he can bring to your team. Now, a little bit of patient build-up right here, boys. Calafiori. Trejo, nice. That's good attacking positioning. Oh, boys, I kid you not, man. Making those late runs can be very difficult to pick up, man. That's a very good chance created. All right, boys, straight from kickoff, man. Let's see if we can maybe try to like get him in behind. Use the long ball pass playstyle. That's a lovely switch, man. If you are struggling to break down your opponent, that's a pretty good thing to go ahead and use. Let's see if we can maybe try to test out the recovery speed a little bit right here. The manual defending does feel pretty nice with Calafiori. Now, I might try to get Perez in behind, boys. Calafiori, we do have a little bit of space. Let's go ahead and play that through. That's a decent ball, you know. I feel like his passing so far has actually been really good. Fermin Lopez, that's an incredible finish, man. At the moment, boys, I mean, we are linking up the play a little bit, creating a couple chances with him. So, I mean, the technical side to this game has been pretty decent. Okay, man, we did signal him to make that run. Let's just try to go over the top. I think we're onside, boys. Yeah, I think we're onside right here. That's a good over the top through ball. Long ball pass has actually been pretty decent with him. Oh, I tried to go low driven finesse shot, man. That's a decent play. Calafiori, nice. Now, we do have Iosi Perez making that run. Just play a simple through ball, boys. That's a great ball again. We do have a lot of space right here. He's not going to move his goalkeeper, man. That's another great through ball. In game number 2, we are going to try to maybe test out like the defensive ability a little bit more, just because like our opponent's not really attacking down the left-hand side. Calafiori again. Nice, boys. I mean, that's decent positioning right there. This is where we need a little bit of recovery speed. Ooh, boys, I don't think we're going to get back into position. Yeah, man, I feel like right there, the pace was a little bit lower, and the stamina is a little bit lower as well. I don't understand how that ball's gone through. Calafiori, he might try to play that through the middle. That's good, an interception, boys. That's exactly what we needed. Calafiori, man, he's picking up crazy positions, boys. He's picking up crazy positions. That's an incredible finish. Obviously, I know that a lot of people aren't going to play like that with Calafiori, but I do want to kind of like test out every aspect of his game because there's definitely a lot of potential. That's a good tackle. Now, because we do have the 2-goal lead, man, let's try to go long again. Calafiori, man, that's a great ball again. Kyle Walker. We do win the header as well, man. So again, the long-range passing has been quite effective. I think we're offside right there. Oh, it's a lovely finish, man. We're actually onside. Again, those cross diagonals can be really, really effective. All right, boys, straight into game number 2 we go, and so far, so good. I think that is safe to say. I mean, he is a very solid player with the upgrades. Now, in game number 2, we're actually going to switch it up a little bit and run him at the center back position. I would say as a left back, like, he can get the job done, but there are some parts to his game that are missing to really make him like an OP fullback. As a center back, we do have some playstyles that just aren't going to be effective at all, man. So it's going to be really interesting to see how good he is in that position as well. Calafiori, now he might try to play that through. This is where we need the recovery speed. That's great, boys. I mean, right there did feel quite swift and quite responsive to get that tackle. You know what, man? I just feel like at the center back position, like he needs like the anticipate or something to really take him to another level. That's a really nice finish. He is looking for that pass to Goulet. I'm just going to apply a little bit of pressure. Maybe could have gotten possession right there. He does have the bruiser playstyle, so we got to use that a little bit more. I'm trying to see if he'll play the ball to Goulet, but he's not. Calafiori. He's doing a lot of dribbling with Alvarez. That's a good block right there. I feel like if you're going to do like the second man press, I feel like Calafiori in that case is a very good player to press with. Calafiori again. This guy does like to dribble with Goulet. Just play that through. He could have played it one more time, but he didn't. Calafiori maybe felt a little bit clunky right there. My manual defending could have been a little bit better as well, but maybe a hint of clunkiness and heaviness right there. He is looking for that through ball. That's a lovely step, man. Really good reactions. Good pressure right there from Calafiori. And again, man, that's a great tackle. I will say, boys, even without the anticipate play style, he's still been pretty consistent in the tackle, which is obviously really important. Now, we do have a corner in the 38th minute, and as you guys know, he does have the aerial fortress play style, so let's try to whip it into him. A little bit more power. He did pull out his goalkeeper, though. He knows how to defend corners, man, but we do win the header. Aerially, he's actually been really good. I got to step right here. For you guys that don't know, I do have a bad habit of stepping with my center backs, but with Calafiori, you can kind of get away with it a little bit. That's a decent interception. That's great recovery speed right there, boys. That's exactly what we needed. It would have been really nice if he had like the quick step playstyle just to add a little bit more to his defensive game, but he has been pretty quick, man. That's a good ball. Iosi Perez. Lovely finish, boys. That's a decent play forward again. Calafiori, I think we just maybe try to ping that towards the middle. Like, look at that for a ball. Like, there's not many center backs in FC 26 that can play passes like that. So if you do want to use him kind of like a ball playing defender, you can. He's trying to look for that pass through the middle, man. It's good positioning right there. Oh, Calafiori, man, that's a great step. I will say, boys, you can definitely put a lot of pressure on your opponents with him. Like, the overall defensive awareness and, like, positioning has been really good. All right, boys, so after using Calafiori in a few games of FUT Champions, I think that is safe to say, overall, a pretty decent player from the player pick. Now, as you guys know, you can choose between Huijsen and then also Calafiori. It's going to be really interesting to see how good Huijsen is, because I feel like with Calafiori, he is a very good player in game, but I mean, it's a specific way that you have to use him to like get the most out of the card. Now, we did test him out at both the left back and center back positions, and I feel like he's probably better suited at the left back position. I mean, he has the long ball pass playstyle, aerial fortress, bruiser, really important for a fullback. And I feel like defensively, he was actually quite solid, especially with the anchor chem style. I love the fact that he does have really good reactions and composure, even without like the jockey playstyle. For the most part, the manual defending with the card was pretty effective. I feel like the AI defending could maybe be a little bit better because he doesn't have the intercept playstyle, he doesn't have the block playstyle either, so you are going to have to maybe rely a little bit more on manual defending with him. For me personally, boys, the standout stat for the card was his 86 physical, and if you do prefer kind of like your taller, more physical type of fullbacks, I think that he's definitely going to fit your style of play. A very strong player both on and off the ball. He is very good at winning his duels overall, and then going forward honestly isn't too bad. So if you do want to incorporate him a little bit more like an overlapping fullback, I feel like that would be a pretty good idea. Overall, boys, I'm going to go ahead and give the value of the SBC like a 7.5 out of 10 rating. I really enjoyed using him at both the center back and left back positions. Now, one thing that I will also say about Calafiori, boys, is the fact that it is a little bit of a confusing card, because if we look at his playstyles, like power shot, long ball pass, aerial fortress, bruiser, maybe a little bit better suited for like a CDM, a more defensive minded midfielder. And that's the main reason why I feel like you do have to play to his strengths to really make him work. Now, that isn't to say that he's a bad defender, but I feel like there's probably better options out there. Is he better than Teo Hernandez? Is he better than Balde? It is pretty close, man. And in some aspects of his game, he is a little bit better. But would I spend like 50,000-60,000 coins to run him at the left back position, man? A lot of it is going to come down to like who you have in your starting 11. When it comes to most Prem fullbacks, I would say that he is better. So if you do run a Premier League team, I would personally complete the SBC if you do have a lot of fodder. But like I said, man, it is going to be really interesting to see just how good Huijsen is, man, because I feel like at the center back position, he could be a really OP player. But in the next video, boys, we are going to be taking a look at Dean Huijsen. If you do run a Premier League team and you are looking for a left back / center back, still a pretty decent player, but I also feel like EA could have made the card a bit more effective. But that is going to be the end of today's video. If you guys did enjoy it, let me know by leaving a like. Comment down below what player you guys would like to see next in another player review. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing as we are on the road to 20,000 subscribers. It would be greatly appreciated. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for clicking on today's video. I've been your boy Booba, and I'll catch you guys in another one very, very soon. Peace.